Welcome to the Crystal Self-Healer Podcast. I'm Carissa Weaver. On this podcast, we blend the magic of crystals with the science of psychology to help you break free from chaos, ditch the overwhelm, and master your emotions so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day. Get ready to unlock your intuition and restore your true power as we cover how you can transform your life using crystals and self-awareness. Are you ready to get started? All right, let's go. When you've been doing life and this healing thing for a while, you might come up against the moment when you wonder whether the life you dream of will actually happen for you. You've probably done all the things, the grounding, the steps, the attempts to create connection, all to no avail. I observe this stage with my clients who are working on healing their past and embodying the person they want to be. They do all the work of grounding, or they focus on their intuitive connection, but they still feel like there's this invisible wall, this barrier between them and the life they want to be living. This stage in your healing, while frustrating and disheartening, is absolutely normal, and there's one next step you can take to address it. In this episode, we are going to cover balancing your heart with crystals so you can take your healing and your life to the next level. It's normal to focus your attention to the more tangible parts of your healing. It's part of why our culture turns to medications when treating illness. There's something satisfying in the do this, get that approach to life. But there is a moment in all healing journeys when you may need to expand outside of these concrete external solutions and turn to a deeper, more internal process that will complement your healing. A lot of the time, you're doing the right things, taking all the right actions to heal from your past, steps that should help you be the version of you want to be. Quite often, my clients will say to me, I'm doing everything, but it still feels like something is blocking me. Why don't I feel the changes? Why do I still feel disconnected from the life I want? This is when I introduce the concept of an unbalanced heart. The heart chakra is your emotional center. It's where you receive and give love, not just to others, but also to yourself. It's that bridge between your physical and your energetic experience. When your heart is blocked or unbalanced, you are emotionally cut off from the love, self-worth, and validation that's right in front of you. The heart center is where you process and experience love, compassion, connection, and even forgiveness. When your heart space is blocked or unbalanced, it's like having a wall between you and the world. No matter how much love, validation, or support is being offered to you, you won't be able to receive it. Take a minute and think about the times people around you have said the right thing, told you they love you, told you they're proud of you, complimented you on something. How many times was your reaction to push it away or argue for why they aren't being truthful or feel like you're not being truthful if you say you love them back? This is a sure sign that your heart space is unbalanced or blocked. When your heart is unbalanced or blocked, you feel disconnected from the love and support that is around you. You feel unworthy of love and connection. No matter how much people in your life tell you that they care, that they're there for you, you don't believe it, and it doesn't seem to get through. It's like there's this emotional distance between you and them, even when they're physically right next to you. You will struggle to trust even the people who are closest to you. Many of you close off your hearts as a protective mechanism after painful life experiences. But this protection can turn into a barrier that keeps you from experiencing intimacy and trust in relationships. You can't feel your intuition clearly. A blocked or unbalanced heart doesn't just affect your emotional life, it can also impact your spiritual connection. This is related to your inability to trust. If you're finding it hard to hear those intuitive nudges, it could be because energy isn't flowing properly through your heart space. If you're wondering why this is happening or why you feel disconnected, the answer lies in your past experiences, especially around trauma, both big and small. We often associate trauma with major life events, but trauma can also be subtle. Trauma can be the result of an event that is bigger or more intense than you are equipped to handle. It can be the heartbreak from a relationship that didn't work out, a childhood memory of not feeling seen, or even a series of small rejections that have piled up over time. Your heart responds to those experiences by creating emotional walls as a form of protection. But what used to protect you is now keeping you from fully experiencing the love and healing you crave. There's a certain amount of emotional and physical numbness you can be experiencing with an unbalanced heart that makes it difficult to truly identify and process what is going on. You might struggle to pinpoint where in your body you're holding stress or tension, or feel detached from the physical sensations that usually signal emotional or physical discomfort. This numbness can extend to your ability to experience happiness or contentment, or even to identify things that will bring you happiness or contentment. There was a moment in my life that was the catalyst for me to start making the shifts and changes necessary for me to heal. For years, I had been living with undiagnosed depression, anxiety, and panic attacks, expending all my energy on hiding what I was experiencing from everyone around me when my deeply loved support animal passed away. I was devastated, shaken to my core, unable to process this loss. Already depressed, this sadness was just another layer in the deep, dark hole I was in. There was a day when Hubs asked me what I wanted, what would make me happy, and there was just so much numbness, such lack of feeling, inspiration, and vision that the only thing I could do in that moment was cry. I was so blocked that I couldn't even acknowledge the offer being made to help and support me in my grief. In my overwhelming emotions, patterns of emotional protection, I was rejecting support and furthering my own feelings of disconnection. I need to mention before we go any further that if you are experiencing a depressive episode, you are encouraged to seek appropriate medical treatment. What I'm going to offer to you here today is meant to complement and support, but not replace, medical advice. I want to offer you a three-pronged approach to balancing your heart so that you can start seeing the results of all the work you have been doing. It's important to address the numbness you're feeling. The world can seem so dark and impossible when you're lacking that fire and light that comes with hope and vision. Working with crystals can be a powerful ally in this work by offering both emotional and energetic support. While I adore all the metaphysical properties of crystals, there are tangible and tactile benefits to working with them that will really help here. Through holding or placing crystals on your body, you can stimulate your sensory experiences that help you become more aware of how your emotions are felt physically. Try placing a crystal on a specific area of your body to help bring your attention to the sensations you're feeling. Notice if there's tension, numbness, or other physical sensations. This awareness of physical sensations in your body can address the emotional numbness and enhance a deeper connection to your heart space. Crystals also help you on the other side of this too, in their ability to facilitate and shifting and balancing energy. Breathwork, or simply focusing on the breath, is a powerful practice you can use here too. When you engage in deep, mindful breathing, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which will calm your body's stress response and promote relaxation. As you breathe deeper into your body, you can focus on areas of where you're experiencing tension and use conscious breathing to release the emotional blockages. This can encourage the body to release the tension and stored trauma. Breathwork also fosters a mind-body connection, allowing you to become more attuned to your physical sensations and emotional states. You'll be better equipped to identify where you hold tension and better able to reduce anxiety while creating a sense of inner peace. The beauty of integrating crystal and breathwork is that they are a 1-2 punch that leads up to the third prong of this approach, which is the coaching and thought work that you feel empowered to do once you've set the stage. This is your opportunity to get curious about the thoughts, patterns of behavior, issues, or events that are perpetuating the numbness you feel or the unbalanced heart space you're experiencing. When you're experiencing disconnection from love, struggling to trust, having difficulty accessing your intuition, and maybe even feeling emotionally or physically numb, I want to offer rose quartz as the crystal that will best support you in balancing your heart. Rose quartz is known as the stone of unconditional love, which can be helpful when you're struggling to feel worthy of connection with yourself and others. Rose quartz helps you break down the walls you've developed to protect your heart. It nurtures trust and promotes feelings of safety and security. Rose quartz will help you in clearing emotional blockages that interfere with your intuition. The more trust you can extend to yourself and others, the easier it will be for you to reconnect with your inner wisdom and intuitive guidance. With its ability to encourage self-compassion, rose quartz gently opens your heart, allowing you to start to feel, process difficult emotions and sensations that you have blocked. If you're ready to start balancing your heart, there are different ways for you to start working with me, no matter where you are emotionally, mentally, or physically. If you're looking for a simple way to start reconnecting with yourself, the Charmed Morning Ritual Worksheet is completely free and available to download in the show notes. It's a powerful tool to help you check in with your thoughts and emotions daily, giving you a sense of grounding and clarity. If you're ready to experience emotional release and the benefits of conscious breathing, I have limited spaces available for remote crystal healing sessions that help you release what's blocking your heart using the healing support of crystals. And for those of you who want to make big shifts in your life, the Crystal Self-Healer Members Portal is a space where you take what you learn here and apply it to your life. You get access to deeper teachings, personalized coaching, collective healings, and additional tools that help you navigate your healing journey in a way that feels empowering and aligned. Wherever you are, there is an option that fits you. so you can begin to take real steps towards healing and balancing your heart. Today's episode has been brought to you by Rose Quartz and Connection. May we all release the barriers that keep us from love, allowing us to balance our hearts to connect fully and freely. Blessed be, my friends. All right, my friends, that wraps up this week's episode. Thank you for joining me here today on the Crystal Self-Healer podcast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, leave a review, and take the What Crystal is Best for You quiz linked in the show notes. Join me again next week as we continue to demystify crystals, how your brain works, and how you can use them so you can have more energy, get more done, and feel better every day.